Bernadett and welcome to our Wednesday morning ring. So today's Wednesday, but what day was it yesterday? Tuesday, very good. And what day is it going to be tomorrow? Thursday, that's right. And can you remember the names of all 7 days of the week? Let's sing our song to make sure. 1, 2, 3. There are 7 days, there are 7 days, there are 7 days in a week. There are 7 days, there are 7 days, there are 7 days in a week. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Very good, everyone. Now, can you remember what month we are in? We're in the beginning of a new month. We just finished June, and after June it is July. Very good. So we are in the month of July, and July is the 7th month of the year. Now, can you remember all 12 names of the months of the year? Let's make sure by singing our song. 1, 2, 3. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Very good, everyone. So we've done our days of the week. We've done our months of the year. So let's move on to our alphabet song. I hope you're all ready to sing your favorite song. 1, 2, 3. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time won't you sing with me? Although I do hope you sang with me on this one. Okay, so now we've done our 7 days of the week, our 12 months of the year, our alphabets, and what do we do next? We're going to count. So we're only going to count to 60 today, but I want you to keep practicing to see how far you can count and to try and see if you can count to 100 or more. Okay. So remember, you're going to listen to the numbers that I say. You're going to say the numbers with me, and you're going to look at the movements that I do to make sure that you know your numbers and that you pay attention, of course. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. What's next? 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Very good. Now see if you can count even further than we did today. So moving on to our theme this week, which is, if you remember, countries around the world. Very good. Now we've looked at a few countries in our art activities. We've done Australia, and we did a little bit of the United Kingdom, although we didn't go into it all that much. We really only spoke about the letter U because we are learning about the letter U, so we did an umbrella. Okay, so I need to ask you a silly question, but what makes a country a country? Do you know? It's very difficult to answer actually, but it sounds silly, hey? To think, oh, a country is a country, but why is it a country? Well, I'll tell you why it is a country. A country is a country if it has a leader. Now, South Africa, we have our leader, and it is Mr. President. Yes, we have our president, and our president's name is... Do you know? I hope you know. Cyril Ramaphosa. Okay, so our president is Cyril Ramaphosa. So that means that we are a country because we have a leader. But does having a leader mean that you automatically are a country? Because our school has a leader. It's called a principal, and I'm sure you all know Teacher Kirsten very well. But does that mean our school's a country? No. Okay, so a country needs to have a leader and needs to have borders. So you've all heard of people on the news crossing the border to get into another country. Now, some border crossings are in airports. Our big border crossing airport is OR Tambo International Airport, which I'm sure you've all heard about. If not, you know, if you haven't been there. You don't have to fly if you're going to the airport. Sometimes it's just a fun road trip to go and walk around and see the planes take off and land. So that's pretty cool. Some countries have walking borders, like Mozambique. There's a big gate and you have to cross it. You have to show your ID and your passport or your visa, and you have to prove that you are going to come back to your own country unless you are moving there permanently, which most of us do not do. So a country needs a leader and it has to have borders. So that is what makes a country. Now, we have many different countries, but to make it easy for ourselves, we're going to split our world into two for now. Okay, so I'm going to take our Earth and I'm just going to fold it in half so that you can see. Okay, so we have the top part, which we call the north, or the northern parts of the world. And then we have the bottom part, which is the southern part of the world, or the south. And that is why we are called South Africa, because we are the most south of Africa, or in Africa. Now, that's great. We have a north and we have a south, but what does that actually mean? Well, I'll tell you. That means that the weather for these countries can be very different. I know, crazy, right? So, the northern parts of the world has winter when we have summer. So because we now have winter, that means that these parts of the world have summer, because it's warmer on this side than on this side right now, because the sun is closer to the north than the south. And that is why we have different seasons around the year and in different countries as well. So that also means that there's different types of food we eat at different times in the year. Are you gonna eat warm, hearty vegetable soup on a warm summer's day? No. But are you going to eat some warm vegetable soup on a cold winter's day? Definitely, because it's going to warm you up from the inside out. So we eat different types of food in different seasons of the year. And it's not just because of the weather, but sometimes it's because some vegetables only grow when it's warm weather, and other vegetables only grow when it's cold weather. So you have to see what is in season. So if you go to the grocery store or the fruit and veg shop, you can ask what vegetables or what fruits are in season, and you can find out what fruits and vegetables grow in your country at what times of the year. So I hope you learned a little bit more about what makes a country. the north versus the south, and the different seasons and food that we have in those seasons. And I'll see you all later for some more fun activities. Bye everyone! Hi everyone, it's Teacher Bernadett and welcome to our Wednesday art activity. Now today our art activity is going to focus on the country of South Africa, and our country has many cultures inside of it. We have the Sesotho culture, the Afrikaans culture, the English culture, the Zulu culture, can you think of others? There are 12 different languages, but that doesn't mean that there are only 12 cultures. We have so many cultures in our country that it makes it one of the most popular and most diverse countries in the world. So, one thing that very many African cultures really enjoy is music. Who doesn't love music? Playing music, singing to music, dancing to music, and a lot of cultures have made music a part of their traditions and their rituals, which is pretty impressive because I've tried to learn some of those dances and some of them, let me tell you, are really difficult. So we're not going to learn a dance obviously, but we are going to make an instrument that you can play to look at different cultures, to see how they sound, what they do, and to just play some music, because music is awesome. Music really is awesome, as we've learned when we did music and musical instruments. So we are going to make a drum today. We are going to make an African inspired drum. Now we're not going to use leather or animal skin to cover our drum. You can use the top that you already have, or you can just use the bottom. It doesn't matter which one you use. You don't have to use a big container like I do. You can just use a normal tin from canned food like baked beans or chakalaka or anything like that, which I normally have quite a lot, but this is all I had today because I recycled all my things yesterday. So this is what I have left. So we're going to make a drum inspired by an African culture or even an African animal. So what you can do is you can paint it any color you want, any pattern you want. You can paint it to look like a culture, that you know of in South Africa. Like I know the Ndebele culture has a lot of colors and a lot of colorful patterns on their clothes, on their houses or their huts, and their jewelry. They make such amazing jewelry, some beaded work. So you can do that, or you can make your favorite South African animal footprint. So you can have an elephant footprint, a leopard footprint, any footprint you want, or any pattern you want, as long as you know that you are making a drum to play music of Africa or African cultures. Okay, so obviously you're going to need a tin of any kind, some paint, any paint that you have, and paintbrushes of course. If your paint struggles to stay on the tin, you can wrap your tin in some scrap paper first so that the paint can stick and stay on your tin. So let's get started. There you go, your very own African inspired drum. I would love to see what patterns you chose. If you chose a colorful pattern, if you chose stripes, triangles, zigzags, if you tried animal prints, or even trying to make an animal. That would be really cool. So I hope you have fun playing on your drums and learning more about the cultures that we find in South Africa. And I'll see you all tomorrow for some more fun activities. Bye everyone.